and today we're playing Mountain Blade Warband Napoleonic Wars. And right now we're just doing a little bot survival.
Hey guys, how's it going? Thanks for viewing our channel here at Council of 5. Hope you enjoy. Like, comment, subscribe for more videos like this if you like them. If not, let us know what you want to see and we'll be happy to upload it for you.
We don't have any sappers right now, it's like a free-for-all.
No, we're getting bombarded. For those of you who haven't played this series, it's by Tell Worlds. It's oh my, I've died. Thank God the camera didn't see that. The original game is on Steam. It's a sandbox RPG mixed with real-time strategy elements, and then we're playing the multiplayer for the DLC they released a long time ago, Napoleonic Wars. So if this interests you, you could easily get it on Steam. I suggest it if you like this type of warfare and multiplayer experience. Jordan, this is your first week with this, so I'm sure you like it.
Yeah,
You've been playing it
Dorian was actually the one initially. Yeah, it's pretty fun once you get some teamwork and some actual players going.
Yeah, it's whenever Jordan dies, he could probably show you guys the layout and the options you have within this game. So like the troop selection, nation selection, whatnot, stuff like that. It's actually it is very historically accurate within the ranks and type of soldiers they use in each nation. It's actually really interesting. So
yeah, I just
I'm
died,
a history
actually.
buff, so I enjoyed it. Oh, you did? Okay. If
Yeah,
you want to go ahead and show them all that.
Alright, so the classes are going to be pretty simple. There's infantry, which are going to be like all the riflemen. Some of them have different muskets, some with bayonets, some without. There's also like officers that have the pistols and swords. Cavalry will be having different types. So, for an example, there's a light horse with a light cavalry saber. As you can see, some of them have carbine rifles, which is still a one-shot, and you have to reload, but it just depends on your preference on what you want to be, depending on that class. Specialist is going to be like your support, so your artillery is going to be either your cannons or your howitzers, which are pretty much going to be like your mortars for this time frame. There's rockets, which are these old-fashioned looking, they almost look like firecrackers attached to a wooden stick, and you just launch them. Those are pretty handy sometimes. The sappers are going to be the guys that build your forts, so they're going to be building bunkers, sandbags, spikes, fences, anything to help protect you with. Ship crew or sailors are going for mostly naval battles, but you can also choose them on these kind of terrains as well. And if you look at the bottom here, there's also different classes depending on which guy you select. And then the Duke of Wellington is going to be like your main leader. But for right now, I'm just going to be a rifleman because that's what I like doing most. Sometimes I'll be a sapper. But it just depends on your preference on what you want to do. Riflemen normally stay back with like support and just try to pick off people. The sappers are always building constantly, because the second you get into the game, you're going to have to be building. Cavalry normally goes out and charges in first and tries to distract them, and then they'll come back and retreat, and then draw them closer to you, and the riflemen, that way they can shoot them. And then the artillery guys take a while to set up, so they get set up in the back mostly. But I mean, it's a pretty fun game.
This is just the mode. It's a great game. It's different from your normal multiplayer experience that involves this type. I mean, I don't know another game out there that has this type of warfare take at it like this. So it's interesting and unique. There's so many, and if you love mods or you love mods in general, like there's so many to choose from. Not through the workshop, but we could probably put it in a link down below. it's a mod workshop specifically for Mountain Blade Warband, and as long as you have the base Warband game, you should be able to. Most of them are free, so we're about to start a new round here, and you can see the chaos that erupts from that. If you noticed, everything we'll take you back to the main screen soon after this game, and we'll show you how detailed this game is within, you know, creating your character. You could probably see it on Jordan's screen right now. Everybody's a different type of unit, and it's based on the historical accurateness of like their uniforms back in the days. And then you can customize your own flag. You get to choose. Oh my, that guy died. So it's really unique. If you're looking for something new, or you're just waiting for, you know, the holidays or Broketober to start, this is a cheap game that, you know, not a lot of people know about, but it has a really dedicated following. And I mean, it made a believer out of me, and I'm sure anybody that plays this game will find it at least somewhat amusing.
Yeah, I'm actually right behind you, Dorian, but one thing I did forget to mention is the people that can play instruments. You can also choose like different instruments to play while you're going to battle. There's like bagpipes, as you can see. These guys are playing next to the tree over here. There's a drummer. There's a flute, I believe, that you can play. There's also
the fifer.
Yeah.
That's funny.
There's a couple other instruments, and sometimes even when you go to buildings, there's pianos in there that people can play.
Pianos, yeah. That's what makes this game unique and fun. And then, I mean, it has a really dedicated following of players that, you know, make their own maps. Or this game may be a little out of date with, you can see graphically, but it still has a lot of people that play it, and I'm looking forward to the new one. So I mean, if you're interested in this, it's not announced yet, but Bannerlord is coming out, and that's the newest version. They haven't released a release date. If you want more info on that, we could probably send a link. There's a lot of good YouTubers out there that whoa, God.
Oh my God, dude, there's an entire cavalry over here.
What the heck was that?
I'm about to die. Yeah, I just got it. Oh God, yeah, that was not pleasant.
Oh, I got cut down.
I shot one guy and then I tried stabbing all of them.
We're not doing too well right now, but just give us some time. This is our first wave in this game. The battle mode in this game, you get one life. It's very unforgiving. So if you like a little bit of realism where your kills actually make a difference in the tide of battle, this is the one you want to do. You know, you get one life, and then it's pretty much down to the last man on each team. We'll show you when we go back to the main menu, but they have so many, not a lot, but like each mode is, you know, has a meaning. Like there's a difference, unlike some other games out there where it seems like you're playing the same thing over and over again. Each mode, I think, in Mountain Blade has its own like unique niche. Like Siege is probably the most popular, as well as battle mode, and they have a duel mode, like, you know, like 17th century duels, and this was just really crazy to see, like one-on-one battles. Yeah, we could show you that in a bit.
Yeah, the most popular.
Pretty much.
The most popular game was for this game, since it doesn't have a big following, it's probably Battle, which we're playing now, because it brings everyone together, and the admin will set depending on how many players are on. So for an example, I'm looking at the scoreboard right now. We have 23 players total, and we have 53 bots. So depending on how many players you have
23.
Yeah, depending on how many players you have, the admin will set more bots. Like I seen up to like 200, maybe like even 250, and it gets like pretty chaotic when you have that many. But Siege is another fun thing, except you do have respawns on that one for both teams. And that is, you spawn either like at a fort, or depending on the map, you spawn in different buildings, and you're just gonna be like trying to defend yourself from the enemy.
Yeah, and the maps vary too. So if you're one of those people that play, you know, multiplayer games and you get, you know, tired of the maps, pretty much every map in this game can either be downloaded or it's already available when playing. And it's one of those games where the situation is going to change every single time because these maps are, I'm not going to say they're procedurally generated, but they are generated at random every time. It may say, like, you know, random forest, but each time you enter a map that says random forest, it's going to be a completely different experience. The terrain, you know, the topography, you know, where you start. So that's what makes the game interesting, is it's not like you're playing the same place every time. And then they have such varied servers, like we're playing in a humans versus bots server now, which just gives you a little bit more freedom to, you know, kind of do what you want and fight how you want, whereas, you know, they have, you know, player versus player, players and bots versus, you know, players and bots on the other team. That's something I think they do differently than anybody else in their genre right now.
Yeah, right now we don't have a really good setup bunker-wise. But
they'll probably change the map here in a minute. I would like it if we went up on that hill to your right.
Yeah, there's a couple of, like, there's some big trees over there for cover.
And everything you see being built on Jordan's screen right now is built by players. For players to use.
Depending on how the hoppers like to build, you can build it any way you want. Oh god, I just...
cut down. I got a guy though. Yeah, we're not setting a good example for the viewers here. Believe us, we are a lot better at this game, but it just shows you how quickly you could die in this game. I just got shot from...
Sometimes you can even...
ways away.
Sometimes you can even get hit with the musket round and still survive depending on how far away or like where it hits you.
Oh yeah, and there's... it's really unforgiving. You can probably see on this there's a admin's allowed to change maps, and normally I would say on this server they change quite a bit. I mean, you could ask your admin, you know, if you want to change the build. They're really buggy sometimes. They may, you know, they may mean well, but the maps don't really work. So that's something I know they said in the new one they're gonna try to fix, where it's not that, you know, it's not that big of a problem. They could, you know, kind of fix it on the run. And this isn't a really big game we're in, Jordan. We only have 25.
Yeah, a couple of days ago we were playing it, and we had, I think it was like, we had like 60 or 70 people, and we set up the 200 bots, and
oh yeah,
it was pretty fun because we would have, we had about, it was about evenly distributed. I think we had 15 or 20 cavalry. We had a lot of riflemen, and then we had, I think, like 5 sappers and a couple artillery guys. But once you get like a good hold out from, once the sappers are done building, then you can hold out for a long time.
Yeah, this game, unlike many others, I think, that are out right now, really, it really revolves around teamwork, you know? Everybody has to know their role. You have to have a good balance of artillery, you know, guys that are the sappers and engineers building your defense, as well as, you know, guys that are really accurate riflemen or, you know, marksmen with the muskets, as well as that was a great rocket. There's really skilled cavalry, because this game adopts a very easy system to learn and play, but it's pretty difficult to master when playing against other people, so don't be frustrated when you first start playing this game and you're not doing as well as you think, because it does take time. Ooh.
Oh, there's another thing I forgot to mention. When you're playing, you also have different commands in the game. So, there's, for example, if you just push C on your keyboard, you'll make like a battle cry, or you'll kind of say like random things that are kind of like to get more adrenaline, I would say, for like your team charge or whatever. But then there's also different commands telling them, like, I actually did it the past few rounds, saying that you can hold your position or advance, retreat, like fireball, stuff like that, which is pretty cool.
And the thing that's really cool about that is, it's not as prevalent in this DLC, the Napoleonic Wars, but if you play Viking Conquest, which is another one they had, you're allowed to control AI bots and in some modes, and then those commands would be aimed towards them, and they'd really follow your lead, which is really cool that they have a game that's that unique and they integrate that kind of system, which you really don't see, I don't think, in any other game. The commands like that. So it's really a strategy action game, as well as kind of a shooter, because this is it could be a first-person shooter if you want. We'll probably show you, Jordan can show you next round when he's alive. You could switch in and out, fluidly between first and third person, just as well. So that's something that's unique.
Yeah. It looks like I'm not sure if we're gonna be.
We're probably gonna lose.
Yeah. Maybe. We got four.
Numbers mean a lot.
Yeah, one guy's
here.
charging. Like we had probably one of the most successful forwards a couple of days ago when we were playing, and it was during when we had like 200 bots against us, and the bots in this game are actually like they're smart though. They'll flank you. Like we had times where we're playing in the desert, and it's like some of their cavalry would be like, I don't know, like 5 or 6 guys on horses just charging at you, and all their riflemen are behind, still running into your area. And you
We won.
You think that's all they have, but then you look off to your right, and like over the side of the hill there comes like the rest of the cavalry, and they end up flanking you. So the AI are pretty smart.
Come here and get flesh. Fight on.
Yeah, and that's something I think that is missed a lot. Games today are a little bit too easy in terms of AI ability, and I think this game is really ruthless when it comes to showing you
Hold this
they up the
position.
ante, because there are times we've been beaten 3 games down just playing the computer because it just worked out that way. So, and it's really not, I don't see a lot of people exploiting any like hacks or you go to Call of Duty or games like that, and you see people that are just ridiculously good, and they can no scope all this stuff. There's really none of that in this game, other than it's just based on pure skill, like whether or not you're good at shooting these ancient weapons that are horribly inaccurate, or you're good at melee fighting. Like, what do you think, Jordan? Do you think they're just there's not really. There's a balance, I feel like.
Yeah, it has to do also with your gun as well. Like, pistols are really inaccurate unless you're up close, or I don't know, you just get a lucky shot. Oh god, watch out!
I couldn't move. Hold on, I'm gonna quit and rejoin. It's acting weird for me. Like, I'll be right back.
While he's joining back, I'll just tell you some of the other stuff. So like, guns wise, I mentioned it earlier, but not only is there different kinds of muskets, but some of them will actually, I think there's like 1 or 2 that'll reload faster, depending on what guy you are as well. Oh, cavalry on the left side.
Yeah, I rejoined. It was on my settings, my resolution settings. I'm
trying to stop him out.
Jordan's doing pretty well. I'm starting back at 0, which sucks, but who really remembers? But yeah, if you guys like this game, or want to see more of it, just let us know. And this is definitely something we enjoy playing, and we don't mind playing for you guys, because this is just one of those games that you find once in a blue moon that you wouldn't expect it to be good, but it just kind of blew them out a little bit. And if you guys want to play with us, don't be afraid to add us on Steam, and we could set up a community game, and we'll let you guys know via social media. At I think we have a Twitter account and Facebook, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah. So
might have to follow
we can let you know.
But Yeah, another thing is that you can also drop, and so it is really handy if you're in a fight if you pick up another firearm, because it'll take double the time to reload, and muskets are pretty slow to reload in general. But if you have two, that's just an extra shot you can get off. So what I like to do is, like, you can carry up to 3 things. So like, not all the time I'll carry a sword, because I got shot in the face. Not all the time will I carry a sword, because if my rifle has a bayonet, then I could get more range while trying to stab someone, because the rifle's longer. But, yeah, it's just definitely a lot more helpful, especially if you're in a field, or if you're behind a lot of your friendlies, then you can get some extra shots off, and it's really handy. I've seen people carry up to like 3 guns at a time, like they'll have like 2 rifles and a pistol, if they're an officer. And I mean, it takes more time to reload them, but that shows that those are like 2 extra shots that you could get off. Some guy's playing a trumpet back here.
Set in the mood.
Yeah, these are missile launchers, the ones in the blue. Is how it looks like and how you set up. I think I've never been a rocket guy personally, but like the way you load it, you have to align the sights, or you have to like get the alignment right, and then you set up the rocket, and then you can fire it. As this guy's doing, he's like trying to line it up.
Ooh.
That guy just got wasted.
And also, they have weapons and they have weapons as well as troop selection that are only able to be accessed through certain nations. Like, I believe the Highlander infantry is only through the United Kingdom because of their presence in Scotland as well. I think the rockets are only used in the United Kingdom faction as well. And just like, you know, historically accurate factions like the Black Watch, you know, or the Legion Corps of, you know, Austria, like stuff like that. That's kind of cool.
Yeah. Also, you can, if you guys get this game, or if you already have it, you can customize your guy somewhat. Like, you can change your uniform is going to be dependent on what class you choose. That's always going to depend on that. But you can change your facial looks as well as your flag that you want to be a part of. Like right now, Dorian and I are we have the American flag, but you can have like different nations, or you can have like a pirate flag, or some flags they added in the game that just look cool. And,
this is a good map.
Yeah, it's just we need some sappers to get set up. Let me check out. We have 5 sappers.
We're
That's pretty good.
slowly increasing the amount of players on our team. We were at 25, we're at 28 right now. So we're playing against 65 bots. And the French are no joke. That's actually a really good faction. And the factions are just randomly chosen by the admin, or, you know, the map rotation. It's not like, you know, we're playing in France. It's just a random field we're playing in right now, and it just happens to be raining. It just happens to be, you know, the British versus the French. So yeah, I don't think they take on a historically accurate map like that, but looks like we're all getting set up on this hill. Jordan, are you up here?
For king and country!
Fight on!
Yeah, right now we're just trying to get set up on the hill, because like, from my point of view, if you have 1 or 2 sappers, it's pretty pointless. Like, you might as well not even have any, because it takes like 10 swings with your shovel just to get dirt fully elevated. And then you gotta build sandbags, which take the same amount of like hits, and then you gotta build spikes and all this other stuff. So, but like, to get a good setup going is if you have 4 or more sappers. Is, you know, a decent amount.
That's probably a good. Yeah, that's a good amount, I would say. You don't want to have too many where it takes away from your infantry element.
Yeah, you definitely need riflemen to pick off like the guy in the cavalry and
You just, honestly, the key to winning in this game is having a really well-rounded team that communicates very well. This isn't, you know, you can play Battlefield or Call of Duty and just go off and, you know, support your team, carry that team on your back. This is one of those teams where you need to be using the chat bar or TeamSpeak or, you know, SteamSpeak, and you know, communicate with them where you need, you know, your cavalry to break up some infantry, or, you know, where you need your artillery to focus its fire, you know, where sappers need to build. So, in that sense, it's a very refreshing look at the warfare genre of gaming. You see those. We're gonna try to pick off one of those guys.
Yeah, I'm going up to the front bunker right now, just to hold them off a little bit, and then I'll probably fall back after we have enough.
I may follow you after I get done reloading.
Wait, where are you at?
I'm in the back bunker near the artillery,
okay.
next to the spikes. These guys are building sandbags in the middle of nowhere. Why? Are you on the far left? Yep,
Yeah.
that's you. Oh, I got him.
Yeah!
His lone horse is just riding to our lines.
Oh yeah, he's like right here.
Yeah, he just fell off. Hit the sailors over there.
Yeah, see, I'm trying to pick him off, but most of it's not always accurate. And there's like no extra zoom. That's pretty much what you see on my screen right now for my cursor is pretty much all you're going to get for your zoom wise. You'll start hitting a lot of people closer range, obviously.
Yeah, and once you get a hang of the game, you'll understand how the aiming works. Don't accurate weapons. Don't feel like you're just absolutely, you know, ass or something because you're not hitting anybody. Like, we just gotten used to. I mean, I got, you know, we were just killing people left and right because we're used to how these revolutions work. That and they're extremely hard. Did you fall back?
No, I'm to the right a little. I thought that exploded over here. I think it's a rocket. I don't think we're not gonna have time. I would just stay here and try to take cover because if we go up the hill, we're gonna get shot.
Yeah, we are. I'm already getting peppered. Left around us. Like, once they start deteriorating these bunkers, we're probably gonna get offed.
And it's definitely, it's fun if you're overwhelmed, like my point of view, like boss wise, because it gives you more of a challenge, and it makes you like think a little bit more of what you're gonna. Oh, that rocket went right over me.
Yeah, I saw that.
But yeah, personally, like Jordan was saying, like first and third person. I use third person when I'm like walking around at the start of a match, or if I'm trying to like get somewhere. I just want to see how my guy looks appearance-wise. But when I'm fighting, I'm always in first person. It's just easier for me to aim.
Nice, good kill. I feel like I'm hitting the sandbags sometimes, and I'm aiming.
Our rocket just hit one of our sandbags. Bad aim. Yeah, with the rockets, the reason why I don't is because even when you aim them, the rockets are really inaccurate. So sometimes I'll like the rocket, I'll just fly right into the air.
We both got somebody.
And,
that was a nice group right there. Oh, what the heck?
That guy needs a suction.
I don't. We need to get out of here.
Wait, right side. Go to the right.
We're up. I got shot, but I'm not dead somehow. Yeah, he blew up. For some reason, he destroyed our defenses. So.
It's just bad aim. We got a sapper over there working on it. I have a bad feeling that he's gonna get shot. I'll try to cover him. There's like.
Yeah, we don't have a much. They built a nice fortress right here.
Britannia!
Up back. Wow. Okay.
God save hold this position!
Alright, I'm gonna.
We're definitely pinned down. Okay, I'm doing extra sandbags. I never went through all my ammunition in one match before. I'm down to 13 rounds. Like the most I've been down to was I think 5.
Yeah, I'm getting low too, and I haven't gotten a kill in a bit. No, I'm sitting at 4 kills right now.
Oh, the sniper's doing a good job. Oh, another thing, you can pick up, like, if someone dies, you can pick up the rifle, but they'll drop, like, this little black bag, and that's what they use to carry the ammo, so you can get extra ammo. And, like, there's been times where I'll be in a chat box, or, like, I'll ask for Dorian, or one of the players that play this game, like, I'll ask them if they need a rifle, and if I have an extra one, then I'll just give it to them because of a certain class. Like, the sappers, they don't have guns, they just have their hammer, they have an axe, a shovel, and then they have a sword. But that's, like, all they have to defend. Some of the cavalry and the officers don't have guns either. Actually, the officers will have a pistol, but...
They'll have a pistol.
Yeah, it's always handy to have another musket.
I think if you're too close to the sandbags, it shoots it. Even if it doesn't look like it, because there's no way. But it's just one of those things you got to deal with. I'm gonna charge here in a second. They don't have enough.
Yeah, I'm just gonna reload one more time and then I'm gonna go out there.
Yeah, I'm too. I'm almost done with this reload too.
Oh,
we're clear on the left if you want to start. Yeah, I'm right next to you.
Oh, okay.
We're clear on the left if you want to go in there and charge.
Yeah, wait, hold up. Let me just give me the command.
Charge!
I'm going. This is when things get gritty. Nice. Good, Jordan. Last 2 kills. Good. So now we got into the swing of things. We're both on the top of the leaderboards, but this game just takes some practice to do well. I think we need to go back to where we ended last game on this hill.
Yeah.
It was a pretty good spot. And we lost, or we didn't lose the last one, but I don't think being down in that little basin right there would be good. As you can see, most of the cavalry leaves at the start to go stall their attack, and then towards the end they come back and help
I'm actually
uproot
about to
anybody. Oh yeah, that's a good idea to show them all aspects, I guess.
I'll spawn as the guy with the carbine, just that way he has an extra. That's always a gun that you don't have. The cavalry carbine isn't as good as the musket. It's less accurate, but I mean it's still a firearm, so it's definitely helpful. I might be an officer in a little bit, just to show you what their uniforms look like.
For king and country!
And some, as you can see on my screen right now, this guy's carrying a cannon with the ammo attached to the sword. So that's one of the different classes on the artillery setup. And the rockets just hit it. There's your retard.
Yeah, some people aren't the smartest in this game, but it's the effort that counts. We're really outnumbered. We have about 42 players and 93 bots, so it's going to be about 2 to 1, maybe even a little bit higher if we want to go into decimals, but we're not that concerned.
The thing about those
because their cavalry
is
the cavalry.
Yeah, cavalry will just they're coming up right now.
Or they'll go around, which sucks. We had a game where they completely surrounded us and we
Sometimes when you...
Dude, that guy got right in my way.
I know. Sometimes you stab the horse, they'll fall over, like the horse will die and they'll like fall off, and that's when it's good to attack them, because like they're trying to get up and stuff. But yeah, pretty much most of the maps, like there's a lot of maps that are large size.
Dude, the guy got in my way. Wow.
Like this is if you get into a large map. There's a couple of small ones, but large ones are better because it takes us out more time to set up defenses. This guy's just doing something.
Just blew that guy back to Kingdom Come. He's about.
And then for the cannons,
This guy's name.
it's kind of cool because you need multiple guys to use it. Like there's one guy that has to put the cannonball in, then they have to stuff it down with the rod that they use, and then the other person has to take control and obviously fire it, and they have to do that again every single time. So it's kind of cool that they add those physics in. You can't just like get on a cannon and just like fire it.
Oh, good luck. I can't see, there's too much smoke.
Wait, where you at, Dorian?
Left side of the bunker next to the rocket.
Okay, I'm on the right
I'm
side.
literally, I'm sandwiched in the
God save the king! For king and country!
Me personally, I'm not that good on cavalry when it comes to like running through crowds, like hitting with my sword while I'm running through. But I'll go and distract them with the other guys, and then I'll come back, get off my horse, and I'll try to like defend a bunker with the riflemen and any other people that are still alive.
For king and country!
Dude, this artillery
Rule
guy is...
Britannia!
I know.
I haven't hit anybody, and I think it's because I'm on this damn barrier. I'm telling you, man, sometimes the sandbags don't work in this game. They'll block your shots.
Hurrah for old Nosey! Rule Britannia!
I try to hit the people that are reloading.
Charge!
This guy's building some more sandbags, that's always good.
God save the king!
Oh, I got him with the headshot.
Nice. Oh, we're about to leave.
Yeah, the pole got accepted.
We did pretty well, though.
Yeah, it was a pretty good round.
So I'll probably be cavalry this round to show everybody a thing or two. Oh, this is a great map. Me and Taylor eat here. We get so many kills. I don't think you've ever been here.
Yeah, I never played on this map. I'm cavalry though.
Yeah, it's a great cavalry map. Follow me and I'll show you a little exploit I found. Right along the right side, but try not to get seen. And when you get on the right side, wait for their entire force to move over those hills. Then when they get into the plains, we'll ride up behind them and cut them down.
Hang on, I'm just trying to... There we go.
I do that every time, and I got like 40 kills on this map,
This is a
which
cool
is pretty
map,
much
though.
unheard of.
Because there's already cannons and some wall set up, and there's a huge trench.
Oh, they have cannons. They have cannons too.
Wait, the enemy does?
Yeah, but I don't think they're gonna use them.
Oh, I'm dead. I was the first one to die. Probably. But yeah, I mean, that's a lot of cavalry. I'll just, since I died so easily, sorry
Hey,
about that,
spectate.
guys.
Me.
Okay. I'm trying to get some different camera views. I'll try to find you.
I'm in the back. You'll have to hit right click, and then you could scroll through the different players. Oh, we're getting.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Dude, there's so many guys coming after you. The good thing is that they have no cover, so it's like open fields. But the thing is, they have like so many rounds to shoot off at one time.
This isn't good.
Cannons are pretty cool to use, though. That was a good
I
shot.
got cut down. Man, I got 2 of them. That didn't work as well because they had their cavalry out finding our cavalry. So if you're sneaky about it, that really works. Like I got 40 kills on this map once, just hiding back there, coming up behind them and outflanking them. But right now we don't have enough to defend the trench and the fort. It looks like we're about to get swarmed. Oh, I lost connection.
Yeah, I just lost connection.
I'll join. Yeah, I don't know. That's weird. I've never seen that happen before. Honestly, what probably happened was the admin probably lost his connection because this has never happened on this game before to me.
And the server's not even popping up. Oh.
Yeah, it's not even up.
Oh, there we go.
Is it BBG public?
Yeah. Incorrect password.
No, that's not it. No, that's not it. Cause look at the bot. It doesn't even have a bot count. Just move your cursor over it, and you could see number of bots on team 2. He probably disconnected. So we could show them. This is probably a good time to show them. Edit your guy. You might want to like clear your guy and then edit him from the start, and then.
All right.
Yeah,
so
we could show them the different modes.
I'll just edit my guy real quick. So skin, you can obviously change it how he looks. There's a lot of facial things that are like really like minor details, but if you're one of those guys that like play World of Warcraft or like those games that where you can customize your character a lot, then this would be a good game, especially if you like the Revolutionary War era stuff. And there's all sorts of mods for this game as well. There's like the Civil War, the War of 1812. There's like a Star Wars mod for this game as well. And like I'll just show you it. So like changing the nose and stuff. It just depends on your preference, really. You can have different beards. You can even have glasses, different kind of eyeglasses. You have cigars or a pipe in your mouth, eye patches. That's pretty cool, and I like. It's kind of a cool look to it. But yeah, man, that's pretty much it, guys. I mean, we pretty much showed you every little thing about this game. Tune in for next time, and we'll like to show you more. Just message us through YouTube or follow us.
Leave a comment, subscribe, please, and anything you want to see, we'll be more than happy to do it on this game. Next time, we should probably be streaming either Sunday or Saturday, Pacific time, and we'll play another game mode for you guys to see if you're interested in this, or if you want to see, you know, player on player or anything. Just let us know. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thank you.